50,000, as agreed.
Mickey and Emma should be ready for you now.
All right. I'll be off then, shall I?
Yeah, go on.
Oh, he seems confident.
Yeah.
Nice score, too.
Yeah, not bad. I think I'll give Eddie a call, get him to put something on ice.
Ah, I have a call I have to make, too. Yes, I have an urgent message from Mr. Peter Waters.
Mr. Waters is just here. Mr. Waters?
Excuse me a second. Thank you. Hello?
Mr. Waters. I'm sorry to trouble you.
There was no mention of a follow-up call when I made the booking. She was very satisfactory, yes. I'm not at all sure I'm comfortable having this
Room
discussion.
79 faces the park, Mr. Kennedy.
Thank you.
I don't care how much these calls help you to improve your service.
Pick it up, Sean, pick it up. He hasn't done the switch. Sean, do you want me to go in and just...
No, too risky.
I find it highly inappropriate. Goodbye again. Great doing business.
Absolutely.
Stop him. Stop Sean from getting into the lift.
Dave? Dave!
Wrong bloke, pal.
Are you here for the convention? I thought you'd be barred after last year.
You got me confused with somebody else.
Let's get drunk.
Yeah, lay another finger on me, and I'll call security. Loudly.
We're leaving.
What's your finest champagne? Yeah, well, go down the offie and get something finer. Make it a crate.
What happened? No idea.
The guy in the beige jacket?
Who is he? Someone Sean knows?
Not particularly. He's our dad.
Hey, congratulations.
He's not here either. Where the hell is he?
Everything go off okay?
4 whiskies.
4 whiskies coming up. Hello, Sean, today.
Bumped into his father.
Oh, well, there you go. That sounds like a perfect occasion for the, no?
Left a mark with 50 grand of our money.
Yeah, maybe doing God knows what. He's probably in a police cell by now.
Oh, so they don't see eye to eye then, Sean and your dad?
When Sean was 3, he went on a business trip and told him he'd bring him back a Tracy Island. That was the last time we saw him.
Those Tracy Islands, they did suddenly become very hard to get hold of, you know.
Yeah, I doubt he's still looking. Sean said if you ever saw him again, he'd kill him.
Right, so no champagne at all, then.
Well, if he did anything stupid, we know about it by
He
now.
did. Left a mark with 50 grand.
Look, Sean, no one's bothered about what happened. I just want you to call me, please. Where have you been? Why haven't you been answering your phone?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Sean.
Double anything, please, Ed. God. What's the one thing I said I'd do if I ever saw him again? What's the one thing that I said I'd do?
Beat him to a pulp.
Did I mention anything about sharing a lift with him? Did I mention that? No, because that's what I did. You know, I should go back there right now and I should just
Or what are you
smash
going to do? You're going to beat him up?
Yeah, something like that. You want to watch?
Oh, Sean, it's over. It ended a long time ago.
Guys, see, I mean, I am sorry. All right, I know I screwed up.
Oh, don't say that.
Could have happened to anyone.
Honestly, I mean this. I am sorry, okay?
All is forgotten.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I'd have a drunken apology over 50 grand in cash any day.
I'm gonna get you that money back.
Oh, did you hear that? We're gonna get our money back.
And this will never happen again.
Oh, it's all win-win now.
Oh, why couldn't I just hit it?
Because, Sean, it wouldn't have made any difference.
Let's just leave it, all right? Just forget today ever happened.
No, Mickey's right. Violence isn't gonna change a thing. There's another way to get him.
Sean,
He's been staring us in the face.
Sean, we're not gonna con him.
Yes. We're gonna con him.
You carry on like that, you drop marmalade all over your plot for ultimate revenge.
You're not still on this. I thought you'd change your mind once you slept on it.
I thought of a way to get him.
Sean, whatever you're planning, believe me, it won't make you feel any better.
No? Well, it's gonna make him feel a whole lot worse. That'll have to do.
You're gonna rip off your old man.
Yep. For £79,924.
Not the notebook.
That's what he owes us.
Look at the earlier pages.
Child's handwriting.
Say about 8 years of age. Look, you know me and my suppression of feelings, Michael. And I'm a big fan of that. But this is his father. And it's not going away. I think I have all we need to start. If I might have your attention, please.
Not now, Albert. I'm a bit busy planning the grift.
Presenting our newest mark, Mr. Rex Kennedy. Seen here returning to Britain for the first time since emigrating to Melbourne, Australia in 1987. He left behind his wife and 2 children, and a year after his departure, his wife passed away, leaving the children.
What, is this some kind of joke to you?
Anything but.
Albert, what are you doing?
Presenting our mark and possibly clearing the air as well.
If you've made up your mind to con him, Sean, we would assume it was done professionally. That means we do it as a team. It also means that for the duration of the con, the mark's a mark, like any other. That way, maybe you won't have to reflect on all this from inside a jail cell.
We're gonna con their dad.
If everyone's in agreement.
Well, who knows? Maybe he'll get things out of his system.
So if we are all agreed, Mr. Kennedy is now a respected businessman in his adopted home of Melbourne, from where he directs a very successful property developing company and also has an extensive portfolio throughout Australia and on several sites in Europe and one in London. That's all I have so far.
That's okay, Albert. We'll get to know our mark better while we're in the grift.
Hang on. And this is still my grift. If you guys want to help, that's great. But I'm calling the shots on this one.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I might need a drink.
Okay, let me ask you a question. How many of you have heard of the global recession? Most of you? Okay, good. Then you can tell me what gets hit hardest in a recession.
Long-winded narrators.
Property markets. You see, the smart money is selling. That's why the mark's in town. He's trying to offload a brownfield site near Croydon.
No. Not the treasure map.
Why not the treasure map?
Because it's expensive, it's open air, and that means there's a lot of variables.
We're doing the treasure map. All that stuff's been factored in, okay? Now, we're gonna make him think there's millions of pounds in gold and jewellery buried on that site.
Who buried it?
No one buried it. The plane it was in got shot down. Now, Rex has just fired his London estate agent.
How are you gonna get the money out of Rex when he owns the land that the treasure's on?
Because when I get a cold feet, he's going to pay me off. Now, can I please get back to explaining the plan?
Rex has just fired his London estate agent.
Rex has just fired his London estate agent because he thinks he can do a better job himself.
Well, maybe you can deal with him directly.
Exactly. Ash, I want you to pose as the potential buyer.
The buyer, you should leave him back for later.
This is my grift.
Sean, Mickey's just trying to help.
Maybe it's best if you stand in the background for now. You're going to be pretty busy with the mural anyway.
On the... Wait, whoa.
Mickey,
On the what?
you are going to be the surveyor. I see you as the gruff, take-no-prisoners kind.
A take no prisoners surveyor. Yeah, I know just the type.
Yeah, maybe you could base it on your say it how it is marine biologist.
And Albert, well, I'm not going to need you to the beginning of next week when we're in the old people's home.
Intriguing.
Emma, I wasn't sure if you wanted to go $4 grand on this or...
Nope.
Probably don't. OK. Listen up, gang. The year is 1940.
Well, that wasn't torturous or convoluted at all, was it?
Well, I think Sean's performing admirably.
Albert, the plan is far too complicated. There's a much
I
easier
admit
way.
it is on a bit of an epic scale, but to me that shows ambition.
Or delusional psychosis.
Yeah, about this mural. I'm thinking some kind of old advert. And big. The old military artifacts. You probably have to divide your time quite a bit.
I've always enjoyed the classic Grift. Haven't you, my dear?
I hadn't really thought about it.
Of course, for a treasure map, there are two things that are required from the beginning. Map
Yeah, we'll probably have to mock one of them up and all.
and the treasure.
This bracelet was worn by a young debutante to Queen Charlotte's Ball in 1938. The last of the true seasons, I always feel. After the war, somehow things never seemed so grand.
Just beautiful.
Just what we were looking for.
I hate to part with it. It's something of a family heirloom, you see. Still, I suppose it was some other family's heirloom before my Aunt Edie palmed it from some posh bint in a tiara. Let's say 5,000.
Let's say 2, remembering you were going to collect on the insurance.
4.5, remembering that's not your concern.
Shall we say 3?
4.5. Before I start on about Christmas 1939, we had gas masks and tangerines in our stockings that year.
Give her the money. Give her the money.
Police. I've been mugged.
Teague Holdings are delighted you've accepted their offer. No, you won't have heard of them, Mr. Kennedy. They're new. Very go ahead. My client is anxious to move the contract as soon as possible. They'd like to send a surveyor along in the morning. Thank you. Goodbye.
What do he sound like?
Like a bloke.
Yeah, but what type of bloke? Like a dodgy bloke or a bit of a tip bloke?
Didn't reach firm conclusions on a 3-minute phone conversation. You'll find out what he's like soon enough.
Mr. Kennedy. Damien Carr. I'm Mr. Teague, surveyor.
Hi.
Morning, morning. Yeah, I think we're looking at a 25-acre site.
I assumed someone from Teague Holdings would be coming along.
Far too busy, mate. Far too busy. Sorry, could you move to your right, please? What? Is he with you?
Can we help you?
You realise you're trespassing, mate?
Was I?
Look, I'll deal with this.
What's in the bag?
What bag? Oh, that bag? Sandwiches.
Oh, sandwiches. You hold this.
And a flask. Sandwiches in a flask.
Whatever you find on this land is the legal property of the owner.
I said I'll deal with
You
this.
should call the police.
It's hardly worth it.
Hardly. When Teague Holdings takes ownership, trespassers like this one here, will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law.
What, you selling?
Yep. 3 weeks from now, work will begin in a much-needed insurance company HQ.
All right, well, I don't suppose you'd mind if I carried on with the detecting, hey? Till you sell it? I mean, I only just came across the site now, didn't I? How was I supposed to know I was trespassing?
There's a sign. Oh, bloody kids! Always knocking down my sign.
Well, I'll bang on then, shall I?
Off Mr. Kennedy's land now. He's leaving.
No. No, hang on. Hang on. He's going back. This is gonna work.
OK, Sean, what have we learned about our mark?
There's a tosser.
What else?
Total tosser.
We were going to read him as we went along.
Yeah, I was. I didn't get past the tosser part. Come on. Come on. Yes, he's found the bracelet. He's got the treasure. You see, I told you. I told you he would. This is going to go exactly like I said it would. Next, we'll plant the inventory. See the bracelets on there and pay me off so he can have all the treasure to himself.
OK, look, he didn't like me taking the lead with you earlier. Wouldn't take the metal detector, wouldn't call the police. So, I think we're dealing with a man who doesn't like being told what to do.
What, yeah, you sent him to do something and he does the exact opposite.
Yeah, exactly. Remind you of anyone?
Yeah, thinking about it, the bigger the better. On brick, pre-1938.
For Thursday.
I know it's tight, but don't worry, I've got every faith in you.
And what about your military artifacts? When am I supposed to get hold of them?
Well, you haven't got them.
Well, you only told me yesterday.
I only came up with a plan yesterday. He must have the navigator's bag at least.
Sean, a general note. The more elaborate the grift, the longer we know the requirements you have, the better.
Thank you, Albert. Point taken. You have got the navigator's bag.
American navigator's pouch, circa 1940.
Thank you.
Pick up only, and I had to pay the buy it now price. I mean, you know, it all adds up, Sean, that and the 50 grand.
Circa 1940.
What's his problem?
Sorry, I find it hard to keep a straight face. Circa 1940 with a single strap buckle. Everyone knows double strap buckles were standard issue till well into the Korean conflict.
What did he just say?
Finally, the con man gets conned.
Eddie, how do you know all this?
I collect military artifacts, you know I do. I've told you often enough. Do you lot not listen when I tell you things about my life outside this bar?
Well, of course we listen. No, it's just what you've said then has to make room for things that are in some way interesting or worthwhile.
Oh, that's amazing.
Aladdin's cave full of depressing 1940s stuff.
You still got that inventory?
Yeah.
Get this down to the site and bury it under the sign, will you? I've got a visit to make.
I don't know, a week, maybe longer. I miss you too. Darling, I'll call you back. Okay, bye.
What'd you find?
Excuse me?
You saw me digging on your site. I went back just now. Someone got there before me.
You think it was me?
You should have put a tin can in this place. Made me think that's what made the detector go off.
Why would I do that? It's my land, remember? Anything found on it belongs to me.
I knew it. Now you're right. Your property, what you find belongs to you. Yeah. Just do me a favour, can I? Have a little look at it. Just look. I'll give you 500 quid for it.
It wouldn't make much sense selling it before I had it valued.
Don't. Do not have it valued.
Why not?
Just take my word for it, yeah? No. No, you're not going to do that, are you?
Why should I?
What I'm about to tell you, not a lot of people know. And those that do know, you don't want to know. Apart from Uncle Lonnie.
Who's Uncle Lonnie?
OK. The year is 1940. The Blitz is raging. The Germans could land any minute. I mean, people are scared. Even rich people. But the rich, being rich, got an overriding priority. Staying rich. So they start eyeing up the old tiaras and necklaces, what have you, and they're faced with an horrible decision. Do they melt them down and donate them to the war effort, or wait for Hitler to nab them? That's when Uncle Lonnie shows up. See, Uncle Lonnie's an American, fresh from a spot of gun running down in Spain. I mean, eyes for the main chance. They're handy with a plane and all. Uncle Lonnie calls a meeting. Some prominent people show up, businessmen, aristocrats, what have you. And he tells them his plan. Hire him and his mates to fly the valuables to safety deposit boxes over in New York. Now, Uncle Lonnie's an ace navigator, and he reckons he can fly above the air raid guns. What he doesn't reckon on is radar. Unauthorised flight above south-east England. It can only be Luftwaffe, right? Boom, plane shot down. But when the authorities see the wreckage and the bodies, well, they know there's a problem. So somebody gives Churchill a call, and Churchill is furious.
What do you mean? We've shot down a plane with 3 Yanks aboard? How is that going to help matters? Now we're trying to get the Americans into the war. Bury it.
Bury the lot. Bury the bodies, bury the cargo, anything traceable, bury it. Say a stray bomb hit Croydon. Report the plane lost at sea.
Bloody fools.
Lots of sad, posh people, but no one can say anything. I mean, who's going to admit to be involved in something like that when the rest of the country are melting down their fish knives, right? So, no one talks about it. Years go by, it's forgotten, except by Uncle Lonnie. He got out just before the plane went down. I mean, he suffered a mild concussion, which he wasn't too chuffed about because it made him forget where the plane hit. But he's been searching for the spot ever since. That is, until he handed the baton to me. My number's on the back. Call me if you want to talk more.
Just one question. Have you had any psychiatric treatment?
Well, you think I'm crazy? That suits me down to the ground. And I'm crazy, then you won't mind me practicing my eccentric hobby on your land, will you? No. Well, by the way, there's kids who knocked your sign down again. Crazy.
This for the con?
Yeah.
World War II con, is it?
That's the theme, yeah.
Don't quite know how to tell you this. 7-Up wasn't introduced to Britain until 1953.
I mean, what kind of idiot?
No, you're not an idiot, Ash. You're just historically hopelessly naive.
Yeah, well, it's lucky you came along when you did and found us the right image. You sure you're all right up that ladder?
Yeah. It's just painting by numbers, isn't it? And then, no offence, mate, but it's probably best in the hands of an expert, you know.
Yeah, no, of course you're right, yeah. Yeah, well, I'll see you later then.
Yeah. See you later.
Meet me at the site.
So, this is the flight path.
Passes right over.
And you reckon Uncle Lonnie's plane hit where you found the bracelet?
We should be so lucky. Now, the plane could have been leaking cargo for miles before it hit the ground. The wreckage could be anywhere on this site. Digging all this lot up, I say we're looking at about 6 weeks. You think you can hold your bar off for that long?
We need to move faster. Where's your Uncle Lonnie?
Well, he's in an old people's home. Why?
If he could remember anything about the night of the crash, it might give us a clue of where the plane hit the ground. We wouldn't have to dig up the whole site. Yeah. We need to speak to him.
That's a good idea. I'll call and make an appointment.
Now? Today?
But it can't be done. Me and Uncle Lonnie, we had a bit of a falling out.
Well, patch it up.
Why, what's the hurry?
I tried to have the bracelet valued.
What? Why'd you go and do that?
I'm worried I might have set alarm bells ringing.
Sean!
Yeah, hi, I'd like to speak to Leonard Bryce, please. Yeah, he's a resident at the home.
What, now?
Yeah, it's Ben, his grandnephew. Yeah, what do you mean he's still not speaking to me? Listen, tell him I'm on my way down right now. Yeah, I've got to fix things.
Nearest hospital, please. OK, Sean, where's the retirement home?
I don't know how things got so messed up.
Well, sorry, gents.
Right. Retirement homes.
Where are we going?
Retirement home. Ash will call you with directions. I think this is your size.
It's the next left. Okay.
I know what this place is. That's why I think people I'm losing my marbles. You get your hands on their money.
Daddy, that is very unfair. Excuse me. Can I see someone from admissions, please? And can you bring restraints? Thank you. Sorry.
This way.
Okay. Ready for your sponge bath, sir?
I can assure you I'm perfectly capable. Oh, so very kind.
It's just down here.
Nurse?
Well, let's get you out of those things, all right? Get you nice and clean.
Could you say that again, only slower?
Eddie, what can I say?
That is very impressive.
It's taken me ages, you know, I haven't stopped.
Yeah, I thought you were looking a bit peaky.
Has he aged it down? You've aged it down, haven't you?
Yeah, well, you know, you can't have it looking brand new, can you? You know, I mean, all kinds of anachronisms.
No, and who needs the aggravation?
I mean, by rights, you know, I shouldn't have used lead-free paint, you know, but... What's he done to me mural?
Didn't anyone tell you?
War damage. Come on, let's get these bricks down to the site.
Uncle Lonnie. Hey, Uncle Lonnie. It's me. It's Ben. All right?
Oh, you. Oh, you're not welcome here. Stole my map. Where is it? Huh?
Stole. Didn't steal it. You know, you handed on the baton, remember?
Billy. Billy, you brought Billy.
Yeah, that's right. It's Billy. Play along.
Who's Billy?
It's his son.
Oh.
He's dead.
Hi.
Listen, Uncle Lonnie. We found something. It might be from the plane. It's a bracelet.
Ah. You didn't get it valued, did you?
No, of course not.
If they trace it, then all the cargo on board can be declared as a treasure trove, and then you know where it goes. It goes straight to the Crown. And there are dangerous people who will be monitoring every stolen goods list in the country, looking out for anything that was on that plane.
Calm down. We're getting closer, but we're running out of time. Anything new you can remember about the night of the crash would really help us. I mean, anything at all.
Let's see,
What?
I'm not going to tell you anything, you know. Yeah, you can stay away from this one, all right?
Mr. Bryce needs to rest. You really need to leave. Now.
Go.
All right?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, come here, Billy. Get closer, get closer. Yeah. I see a man smiling in a white coat. Now, if you can find that man that's smiling in a white coat, then you found the treasure. Huh? Yes.
I've got to go.
Oh, don't go, please.
Dad.
No. Dad.
Did you get any of that?
No.
Smiley face, man in a white coat.
What, you're telling me?
Of course, we're partners, aren't we?
Okay, Sean, okay. Why do you think he told you about the man in the white coat?
Well, I've been thinking about this. He must have figured out I was listening in.
No. He'll know you couldn't hear him.
Maybe he doesn't want to take any chances. Maybe he's lulling me into a false sense of security. He's not stupid. He's feeding me the partner's line so he can stab me in the back later on. I mean, let's not forget, he's still holding out on me over the inventory, like we knew he would. Think about it, guys. It's obvious.
Sure.
As long as I get him to the site tomorrow, tell him I've got the creeps and I want to bail out, he'll be fine. You know, he sees the coloured bricks, he works out what they mean. He knows he can get the treasure out in a day. And once he works that out, well, jump at the chance to pay me off. Why'd you get the bracelet valued, Rex? It was the one thing I told you not to do.
Why, what's happened?
It's left a trail. I told you other people knew about it. Now someone's onto me. Everywhere I go, I'm being watched.
You're being paranoid.
I'm not being paranoid. I want out.
We're so close.
We don't even know what was on that plane. Uncle Lonnie could have been exaggerating for all we know. I've got cold feet and I want out. And I need some cash to get away. You know, the bracelet. What was that, worth 80 grand? Give me 80 grand.
No.
As a finder's fee, whatever you find here, you can keep.
No.
What's the matter? You just give me the money.
I've got something to show you.
Look.
What's this?
I reckon the navigator had that on him when he bailed out. That's the inventory. And the bracelet's on there. You see the total? That's in 1939 money, too. Uncle Lonnie wasn't exaggerating.
Why you show me this?
To make you understand, you're insane to settle for 80,000. On the verge of millions. The man in the white coat. We solved the clue together. Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you reckon about all these colored bricks?
He told you about the inventory.
Why did he tell me? That wasn't supposed to happen. He was supposed to hold out on me.
Has he twigged about the coloured bricks yet?
He doesn't know what they are.
I thought you were going to help him on that.
Mickey was right. None of this is making me feel any better. I've tried thinking about the 80 grand and it's not working.
You tried thinking about 80 grand cradled by a naked woman, eh?
Seriously, Ash. It's like I've waited my whole life to get this guy. And now I got him.
You're not sure he's that guy? Where have you been? Look, the coloured bricks. It's the man in the white coat. We found him. It's here. We found the treasure!
He's not going to give us the 80 grand. He wants to dig up the whole site and split everything he finds with me. It's a stupid con to start with.
That was a perfectly sound grift.
Oh, but it didn't work. He was supposed to see the man in the white coat when I was getting cold feet. That's when he should have paid me off.
Well, maybe we can salvage something.
No. None. It's over.
Oh, you think?
Oh, what do you want to hear, Emma? OK, I feel stupid. I messed up. Is that what you want to hear?
Do you know, this is so typical of you. Sean's feelings.
What?
Everybody here has had to jump through hoops for you. Because of what you feel, and now you think that you might feel something else, you want to walk away. Well, what about what other people feel? What about me? I had to look after you for 10 years. Why don't we talk about how that felt?
We looked after each other.
No, rubbish. I told you that to make you feel better about yourself. You were hopeless. I had to look out for you all the time.
I was a kid.
What? What was I? Was I your mum? Only someone as vain and as self-centered as you could think that this was your con to try and call off. We are going ahead and we are going to take this bastard. So what is the backup plan?
Huh?
Oh, God, every con has a backup plan. What is it, please?
I don't know.
I'm not talking to you, am I? What is the backup plan?
Your name is Camilla Teague. This is your suit.
This is Rex Kennedy. Please leave a message.
Mr. Kennedy, I'm calling on behalf of Teague Holdings regarding the sale of your site.
When we get the treasure out, we're gonna need some kind of awning. That way no one can see us digging.
Yeah. An awning.
You're not still worried about being watched. It doesn't matter now anyway. We'll have the treasure out in a day. We're home and dry.
Mr. Kennedy? Mr. Kennedy? It's Camilla Teague of Teague Holdings.
Don't open it.
Come in.
Good morning. I understand there's some sort of hold-up with the sale of your site. I presume you've had interest from elsewhere, which is why I thought I would drop by in person with an offer I think you will find compelling. Now, that is 30% on the original offer. Yes, I thought that might claim your attention. For that figure, I will need immediate signature.
Teague. I know that name.
Well, yes, you may well. It's an old family with something of a tradition in public services.
How many other properties does Teague Holdings own?
Well, at the moment, our portfolio is limited.
None. She knows. You know what's on the land, don't you?
Is this some sort of last-minute maneuver?
You know about the treasure. Your grandfather told you all about it. There. Oswald Teague. And this is your grandmother's bracelet. I'm sorry. The property's been taken off the market.
Well,
You can keep the bracelet.
I will. You do realize you're going to have to buy my silence as well.
You won't say anything.
Why not? Family honor. You have been away a long time. If the authorities search that site, everything on it will be declared a treasure trove. The only thing you will ever see is a thank you note from the Queen. I'll settle for 500,000.
What? Wait, that's too much.
Is it?
Don't give her that much, Rex.
I can cover it.
For 500, I'll rescind all claim. You get the lot.
Trust me. She'll settle for less.
No, I won't.
We know what's down there. It's worth it.
You have a deal.
£500,000 of your father's money.
This is not what we agreed. We said 80.
That was a long time ago, Sean.
You hijacked my plan. You knew it would go this way.
We always have a plan B, Sean. We only used it when you walked away from your own grift.
Yeah, you were right. Plan B.
He'll be here roughly 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
You never wanted this to work.
Neither did you. Ever since you met him and realized he was just a man. Why didn't you hit him in the lift? Why didn't you do the read? Okay, Sean, what have we learned about our mark?
He's a tosser.
Why didn't you show him what the bricks meant?
What do you reckon about all these coloured bricks?
I'm not sure.
You had him and you walked away.
You didn't want to con him, Sean.
I didn't know what I wanted.
Well, sometimes you need someone else to show you.
The backup comes in 2 parts. This part only gets you the cash. It doesn't fix things between you and Sean or between you and what happened with your dad. You know that, don't you? Ask Rex for 500. What do you want?
They've ripped me off. I've had the diggers there all morning. The young ones, medium height, mid-20s. I want no police involvement, do you understand? No...
Hello, Rex. I'd give up on that detective agency if I were you. This is something they can't help you with. I'll move it.
You're the surveyor.
And you're the blameless family man. It's okay. We just want to talk.
Who are you?
We're friends of theirs.
Sure. You both... Oh, you had me right the way through. Oh, you're clever. I could tell you were going to be clever.
No, you don't get to do that. You don't get to act like the proud father.
Well, it's just that I've pictured this moment so many times.
I bet you never thought it'd look quite like this.
Nah. How did you see it going? Us popping down the pub, catching up, and on the way out asking if it was okay to call you Dad.
Picking out bunk beds in the IKEA catalogue.
I think about you every day.
Oh, how does that make you feel, Sean?
Terrible, Emma. Oh, you must have been all racked with guilt.
Well, let me explain everything to you, please.
Yeah, why don't you start by explaining why you walked out on us? I mean, we'd love to hear that one.
Well, you have to understand that everything back then was a mess. I mean, I was in a mess. There were debts, I was drinking too much. I wasn't any good for anyone.
Poor old Rex and all that pressure.
Oh, welling up.
But I figured you'd be better off without me.
And then you figured we'd be better off without anyone.
No, I didn't know about your mother. I didn't know that she had died. I didn't hear about her death until 5 years after.
Then you should have come and found us.
Well, then it was too late. I was remarried to Elaine, and she didn't know about the family.
So you decided to keep things hunky-dory on your end, yeah?
I thought you were settled. I thought you were in school, that you were doing okay for yourself.
Well, we weren't.
And I was afraid, all right? I was afraid about what could happen.
To you? Because that's what this is really about, isn't it? After all your little excuses. It was us or you, and you chose you.
We were your kids. You're supposed to check up on us. Wasn't that simple?
Yes, it was exactly that simple. You had an obligation. You ignored it.
You should have come and found us.
I know I should have. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. And if I could change what I did back then, if I could make it up to you.
You can't. It's too late. So how about we have a crack at some compensation, eh?
What do you want?
Well, I did want 80 grand in backdated child support.
But then he made him realize that he wanted something more.
My 500,000.
If you keep that, I'll be ruined.
Yeah, we figured that one out.
It's not our problem, though. Besides, it's not about the money.
No, to be honest, I just got that one myself. We don't need your money. We're fine. See, we made something of ourselves. This is about you.
You can keep your money. After you've done one little thing for us.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Oh, yeah.
All you have to do is email this picture to your wife, and you can have your money back.
If you don't, you keep the full 500. Your money or your life. I do wonder how she's going to take it when she finds out you've been lying all these years.
It's a weird sensation, isn't it? Your whole life falling to pieces in your hands. Now imagine you're 5.
Just push the button. Tell her the secret you've been hiding.
Can't do it. I chose between myself and my family before. I'm not going to do it again.
Good decision.
And I am sorry.
You should be.
What do you want?
I want to know why he left us.
Well, you have to understand everything back then was a mess. I mean, I was in a mess. There were debts, I was drinking too much. I wasn't any good for anyone.
I want him to feel how we felt.
It's a weird sensation, isn't it? Your whole life falling to pieces in your hands. Now imagine you're 5.
I want him to know he screwed up.
I can't do it. I chose between myself and my family before. I'm not going to do it again.
Most importantly, I want to hear him say sorry.
I am so sorry. And if I could change what I did back then, if I could make it up to you.
You can't. It's too late.
Yeah, we thought about putting 50,000 candles on there, but then we remembered that you'd already blown that much.
Funny.
At last, champagne.
This is good champagne.
Oh, yeah, just so as you know, it's 150 quid a bottle.
Eddie, you shouldn't have.
What a thoughtful gift.
Thank you.
What did you wish for?
I'm not saying.
Yeah, well, just so long as it wasn't any more birthday presents. Conning your old man was your present, you know that, don't you?
I know that.
It's from all of us.
It was the best present I ever got as well. I'll never forget it. I couldn't have done it without you guys.
Nonsense.
No, that's crazy talk.
Seriously, all this has brought one thing home to me. You know, I could have spent my entire life thinking about a family I missed out on and the whole time my real family, the people I care about.
We got you an Xbox as well.
Please give it to him before he finishes that speech.
I know what he wished for when he blew those candles out. He wished that all 5 of us could be together forever.
Oh.
Actually, I wish you'd stop banging on about that £50,000 I never picked up.
Well, you don't have to worry about that. Who wants a 5-way split of 50 grand? When you can have a 5-way split of 80.